going to be the icing on the cake in terms of this warmth coming in for the work week itself, because we're headed for mid-60s this afternoon. You're going to want some outdoor plans to enjoy some of that warmth. You got more daylight too, by the way, with the sun setting later and later, so you get even more time to enjoy it. Before we get to the forecast, let's take you outside of the bridge camera networks. We take you from 74 to 280 to 80 itself. Everything in the clear, and we're moving along. And the phrase 80 on 80 continues to take on its meaning, as your average speed there on Interstate 80 is 76 miles an hour. I love that we can put the speed on there now, thanks to our friends at the Iowa DOT. They've got those little devices on the poles that will actually measure that for us. Kind of neat, too, to go look at the traffic statistics, which you can find if you just Google Iowa DOT traffic. Whole treasure trove of information you can nerd out on if you wish. Severe weather preparedness week continues for Illinois, and today it's all about lightning. Something that really fascinated me as a child. It's a really interesting phenomenon. But did you know the temperature of lightning itself is extremely hot? I'm talking even hotter than the surface of the sun. 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit hot. When you consider the surface of the sun itself usually has a temperature of about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And you imagine how much heat energy this thing puts out. It's no wonder thunder is so loud when lightning strikes, because of how rapidly that air is expanding, because of how hot it is. Truly incredible phenomenon that Mother Nature puts on for us. So a couple of things to keep in mind for lightning safety. In the do column, go inside when you hear thunder or see lightning. Obviously, if you can hear thunder, you can be struck by lightning, regardless of what the sky above you looks like. Even on a clear day, if you can hear thunder and there's blue sky above you, you can still be struck. Find a sturdy house, building, or a car with a hard rooftop. You don't want to be in a convertible with a soft cloth rooftop. That's not going to do you any good. But you also want to stay inside for at least 30 minutes after you hear the last rumbles of thunder. You'll see that often during a baseball or any kind of sporting event. Don't shelter in dugouts, sheds, pavilions, or picnic shelters specifically that don't have enclosed walls. You also don't want to use touch electronics, outlets, windows, and a few of us that still have the corded phones that are hanging onto those. You want to stay off of those. Wireless phones, cordless, are okay though. Don't also go under or near tall trees or swim or be near water. A lot of common sense when it comes to that one, especially if you're boating. You want to get inland as soon as possible. Nothing to worry about lightning-wise today, but we'll talk about that for the upcoming weekend in a second. Today, it's all about the warmth. Warm front off to the south of us. That's going to push northward as we go into the afternoon. Opens up the door to a stronger south breeze, which we've already got going now. We just need to increase the wind speeds a little bit more, and that's what's going to push us into the 60s by this afternoon. I'm going to go 65. I think it's a good bet we're going to do at least that. And then into the weekend, we need to watch Saturday, because this is a day where things could potentially get a little active. You've noticed the red zone has shifted a little bit further east than what it was yesterday. So we're now including most of our Illinois hometowns in the possibility of seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms. We still have some storm energy available. The timing on this is going to become a little bit more clear as we go through the next 24, 36 hours. So stick with us. We're going to continue to track that storm coming in for the weekend. One thing's for sure behind it, 60s or no more, at least for a little while. Let's get you up to speed on your climate news with meteorologist Morgan Strackbein.